Welcome back to my channel, Fandom. This video originally was supposed to be a live stream, but didn't have at all great Wi-Fi connection at that time, so that really messed me up. Tried to do this in video, but did not have enough room in my storage to do this because all of my other videos I had pre-recorded. So, and then I got sick this month for January, and that did not help me at all. Couldn't make a single thing recorded. So I've been trying to put whatever you've seen on my channel previously is what I've been able, besides like my all you need is kill review. Everything before that is all like weeks in advance. It was pre-recorded and then posted. But now here we are with this video finally. This is my New Year's video. It's still January, so it's gonna be posted later today. Gonna be trying to make sure there's not too much edits to have to put into this, really. But pretty much just, Happy New Year, everyone, officially from me. My channel has been a little bit inconsistent this just last few weeks, just as I've been kind of mentioned how the schedule's been, at least how the releasing of videos has been. But a lot of good little stuff. I have, in the meantime, I have gone live twice on YouTube playing Pokemon, so that's like the only like current stuff I've also kind of really done. But just kind of want to talk about what's going to be going on for the channel, and talk about, I already made the thumbnail, and pretty much beginning of January, right around New Year's, is when I made the thumbnail and everything. So this is what this video is going to be about still. I'm going to want to talk about Stranger Things 5 a little bit, the finale specifically, the series, I guess to put it, Mononoke, anime series, the show and the movies that came out for it, and the anime that I watched, the last anime I watched for 2025, World Trigger. So, started off, we'll just go into the channel stuff going on. As I kind of mentioned just before, I started going live, playing some Pokemon. I finally got myself, I'll show you guys here, a capture card and everything. Only like capture card Walmart had, but finally decided to get this stuff going for Twitch and YouTube live. Twitch is going to be a little tricky. Tried going live on Twitch before doing the YouTube stuff the last week, but it said something was not being compatible with Twitch. I don't know if it's the device, the capture card or something, or maybe it's OBS, whatever I'm using, but something's not registering with Twitch, but it does with YouTube, so definitely something I'm going to be doing a bit more. Going to be doing a live stream later today for Pokemon Sword, just going to be doing some online battles there, just to continue just getting a bit more comfortable going live. Don't have the mic or anything set up, so it's pretty much just hearing the music and actual gameplay from the game, nothing actual audio from me. But it's going, to put it. The videos are watchable. That's the best thing I can say. But other stuff I have planned, just, still could be continuing reactions here on this channel, but I do want to start, it's going to be a bit more or less reactions, I'm going to say, as I do want to incorporate other type of content here on this channel. So I do want to do as much as I can, but I'm definitely going to be focusing a lot more when it comes to like A24 anime. Me and Toho right now, we're in whatever comes from Toho anime wise, it's a 50-50 if I'm going to be able to post those fully, or they can be super edited, or just have to be posted like on Rumble, as they don't really have too much restrictions over there for posting. But going to be continuing doing those, but definitely going to be focused on certain things over some other stuff. Definitely going to try and incorporate as much of other indie projects as I can, but definitely stuff that I know I'm going to be like watching. Even if something just comes out just to come out, like I think I'm going to try focusing more on things I'm going to be more focused on paying attention to, at least for this year. Not like I wouldn't watch these other things, but definitely want to put my focus on other things so I'm not having all these late reactions that I've been doing for the last couple months. It hasn't been a very consistent like posting like the reactions as they come out. I did it recently as much as I could for like the Avengers Doomsday teasers this month, but that's about it for me being a bit more on top of things. So that's something I just want to be more focused on, is being more up to date with what comes out. Gonna have my last bit of like late reactions coming out this early February, just to catch up on things, just because these last 2 weeks have killed me being sick. That did not help at all. So gonna be doing a couple late reactions there for things, unfortunately. But also gonna be trying to do more reviews this year. I just did my All You Need Is Kill review. I think I did that and posted that review like the night I watched the movie. I barely even do that. I was still very sick, but I really wanted to have something out, and I did. So going to be trying to do more reviews this year, and more live streams, like I said before. And then a thing I want to start doing on this channel that I hope to want to start doing is interviews. I want to be able to interview the YouTubers that I watch, or just, actors and, people in movies, like small or big, however I can. I want to be able to get more better with networking, I guess, and having my online presence, like doing like these pop culture stuff. And then something I hope for this year is I do want to take a trip out to Chicago and make a video out on the Pokemon Museum, the exhibit going out from Japan over to Chicago, if you know about that. I do want to make a little trip to just document that experience, so that should hopefully be able to come out late in 2026, I would say, as the exhibit's going to be here in America for about a year, so I don't have to rush on it, thank God. So probably going to during a time where it's a bit more on a slow side to do a video, maybe. But it's Chicago, never been, so it could be just still busy because it's a big city. But something like that, like a bit more some IRL stuff, but not like a whole lot of stuff, more like on events and stuff, or just, I don't know, planning things out. But little stuff like that. Just want to start incorporating my channel, trying to get it a bit more out there, past what I'm doing currently. And then some more collabs I think would be fun this year. I've been doing quite a bit of collabs with the Chipmunk 170 on my channel. He's the second person I've done collabs with after it was like the first year I did YouTube. I did like 3 videos with Lost Samantha, and then the one video, I think it might have been that year at the very end when I did the top 10 collab video with the Chipmunk 170. But still gonna be doing some collabs here and there in the coming up. We still have our channel, Fandom Geek Culture, so you guys should definitely check that out. We're definitely doing a whole bunch more things this early, like winter season. We're definitely focused more on the award season. And then we have a new podcast that we are, not like a new podcast, but it's going to be off of the Fandom Geek Culture channel, but more like a spin-off like title that is going to be more focused on Marvel content, kind of leading up to Doomsday and Secret Wars, just pretty much talking about all the content that has come out for Marvel, and just how everything will lead up to these big Avengers events coming out. So definitely stuff like that coming out on the side channel. And then I have been rebranding my second channel for my pets, Kyo and Chachimaru. It's pretty much a pet channel for whatever pets that I ever have. It's gonna be a channel kind of focused there for them. Uh, Not too heavy, more like maybe a bit more shorts, but here and there try to do more just videos focused on them. Try to, uh, but stuff like that coming here on this channel. But that's really like what I want to focus more on this year is all those things that I mentioned. Don't want to put too much on my plate and just make too much expectations, but stuff I think would be cool to try out. But going into the other things for this video, Stranger Things 5. What happened with that finale? Like, I did my letterbox review. I will show it here in the corner for you guys to see. I didn't give it the worst review, but man, I think for what happened in that, like for it being like such on a movie level of an event, for it being like from a show, the finale, like, why did everything pretty much almost feel like it ended right in the middle there, like an hour and 8 minutes in, and Vecna is dead, Mind Flayer is dead too, and then we have like I don't know. It's pacing and the way they structured the finale for me. But I don't like how the final battle went. I do love how it went to like a kaiju type of thing. But the way it was just very short. And then the fight between Vecna and Eleven was so short and like anticlimactic, to put it. Like, and then you're telling me, like, I understand the whole thing with the hive mind and then being, like, plant-like monster entities. But you're telling me just Nancy shotgun and then a couple Molotov cocktails and, like, I guess the one flamethrower they had is going to hurt the Mind Flayer that much? Like, I don't know. I feel like there should have been way more happening with that battle. And then even inside the Mind Flayer, the battle with Vecna and Eleven, like, it was just a few tossing around and then just getting impaled, like, and then I wanted a bit more from that. But then after all that, we almost have like a full 50 minutes to an hour left of the finale, which, excuse me, like, I don't think we needed that much exposition on what they do after. Like, we get 10 minutes with like them and the military and like getting rid of the Upside Down, which is fine, but then the military doesn't do shit. They don't do shit in that like finale, and then you tell me they just up and dip out of Hawkins just because. And, like, no, I feel like they would have been still staying around trying to figure out if they could open it up back or do something. But then you have like the rest of it, like 40 like minutes of just like where they're at now. Like, we don't need that, all this other exposition dump of like definitely a lot of extra stuff, and then just not fully incorporating the characters, I think, for this finale, giving them maybe one scene. Like Erica and some other side characters only get like one little scene. It's like, man, this is the finale. Like, this is not as epic as it should have been. I'm a bit disappointed. Like, I've never seen Game of Thrones, so and they even stated like it was never going to be like a Game of Thrones ending, but I hear like a lot of people died in Game of Thrones. But like, you're telling me no one dies really in this finale, and then whatever they do with 11, it's up to the viewer to decide if she's alive or not, which is like, just tell us if she is or not. How about that? Incorporate that into the story. And then the Duffer Brothers, curse them and everything, all the interviews that they come out with trying to explain plot holes or things that just answering people's questions. I'm like, everything's just up to the viewer in the end of what happens. I'm like, what is this finale? Like, it's not structured properly. It's not. And if the Duffers are coming out with so many of these interviews, I'm like, things that they could have put into the finale, but they didn't. It's like, it's a bit lazy on the writing. It's quite lazy writing. And like, I'm a fan of their previous show, Wayward Pines, that they worked on, but man, like, I think that was better than this last season. I don't know. Vecna felt so much stronger in season 4, like more of a threat there than he did in this last season. And then I don't know, definitely not the best finale of a show, but it's not the worst at the same time. It's definitely, just okay. I don't know. It's just it's okay. But yeah, but other things I was watching on around New Year's, I was watching the anime called Mononoke, which is like a supernatural horror, very just interesting anime. It's a spin-off of another show that I did not watch, that the character did, I guess, show up in the medicine teller or medicine seller. Uh, but the show was a bit more slow burnish, to put it, and compared to the movies, which the movies did such an upgrade. Like, they're fantastic. Um, but the show was pretty good. There's about maybe 6 different stories, I think. Oh, I thought it was longer. First of all, it's only 12 episodes, so it's like only maybe like 4 different stories happening throughout. It's a bit anthologic, to put it, but with like with a main central character. Um, but animation beautiful. Like, I don't think you'll ever see another anime as vibrant in color as it is. Um, I definitely thought the movie that came out recently, All You Need Is Kill, was pretty up there with like how they did the coloring and animation, but like beautiful. And then the movies that came out for it, the part 1, part 2 movies, it's supposed to be a trilogy. I think a third one might come out later this year or something. But they were great. The second one that came out for the movies came out for 2025, and that made my top 10 horror movie list. Like, it was just beautifully animated, and the story was definitely, it was interesting with how they incorporated horror and just the supernatural threats into the story. Just super good. And then the upgrade to the character, the in design, like way more beautiful of a character. Like, I don't know how he did not look like that in the original anime. I did like a side by side thing. You'll see it in like my thumbnail of like the difference of how they look, but definitely an upgrade in his, like, just having like white hair with like red highlights instead of just having like brown tan hair. Just his garments also way more beautiful than what they were before. Just beautiful of an anime. Uh, but other anime I was watching was something called World Trigger. I've done like a reaction to like a song that was used for one of the openings from Tomorrow Together Force. That was the same name of the song. But anime, I watched all episodes. I think it was literally just like 99 episodes. I can't believe they didn't get to 100. Yeah, I don't know how. But what a great anime. Um, I really enjoyed the filler arc, I will say, for it. A lot of people don't, they're skipping over it, but it's only like 13 episodes, only one filler arc. Like, it's not that bad to, like, you can watch it. And it's also comes back a little bit later on in the actual later on seasons, so I think it's worth watching. Uh, but also recently, it sounds like they're coming out with a reboot project, which is very unclear if it's going to be like more connected still with the previous anime, or if it's going to be like a full like reboot. But I'm very curious about that coming out later here in 2026. But World Trigger, the anime I did watch, just really engaged with it. Like, I can't believe I've never heard of it with the amount of episodes that it does have. Like, it's really good. I think people should check it out. Definitely just one of the top anime I've watched recently, for sure. So definitely curious what this reboot thing will come out with. I think it's supposed to try to like redo some story plots a bit more better in the pacing, maybe, or the storytelling. I never watched, no, never read the anime. No, again, I never read the manga, so I don't really know what is or wasn't accurate, to put it, but I enjoyed it either way, the anime. So, but yeah, that's really for this video. That's really all I really want to talk about. About to make it's about to be 20 minutes for this video, so I'm going to cut it a little short here. But just the stuff that's going to be coming out, I guess, for my channel this year, and just the little stuff that I did watch at the end of 2025. So definitely let me know in the comments down below, I guess, your thoughts on what I said, and check out my podcast with Chipmunk 170 called Fandom Geek Culture. Like I said, a lot of new stuff will be coming out on it this year, so definitely check that out, and also check out my content here on this channel, new and old. Be curious to hear your thoughts on any of the videos. So thank you for tuning into this, and thank you for tuning this so used to saying that, honestly. Thank you for tuning in this video, and take care, everybody.